Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Funding is provided by a grant from Absolute Care of Westfield, committed to returning the favor to those who spent a lifetime caring for others. Absolute Care is located at 26 Cass Street in Westfield. Dave Cass and Rick Newell provide funding on behalf of the Lakeview Hotel and Restaurant at the Docks, located on Water Street near the lake in Mayville. From the Access Channel 5 television studio in Mayville, it's Senior Report with Reed Powers. Join us live Saturday mornings between 9 and 10 a.m. in Fredonia, Mayville, and Silver Creek. Call in and share a thought or wish someone a happy birthday with Chautauqua County's only live on-air senior program. Reed continues in his 15th year with interesting guests expressing their viewpoints and informing the community on a variety of subjects. Here's the host of the show, Reed Powers.
I was born in my grandfather's house, which is where the school is now. And here we are. Here we are. Good morning, guys. This is a brand new environment. We have a brand new, gorgeous, state-of-the-art studio here, and we'll be showing you some pictures of them later. This place is just gorgeous. You come down and sometime on Saturday morning when we're running the show between 9 and 10, and you'll have an opportunity to see the studio of a state-of-the-art studio of all time. This place is spacious. It's got offices. It's got engineering quarters. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, I want to tell you about our new guests we have today. We've got, first of all, we have a prominent internist, a doctor, Rudy Mueller, and Rudy happens to be a regular guest here. He's just tremendous because he's not only a doctor, but he is also a member of the Chautauqua County legislature. And he's really in on what's going on. He's going to be talking about that. He's going to be talking about the consolidation process over at near Jamestown, Lakewood, right? And we're going to also talk about other things of interest to you. All right, let's see. We have, first of all, I didn't say what a gorgeous day it is here in Chautauqua County, and it is. What a sunny, beautiful day. We're lucky to be here in Chautauqua County, aren't we? And this is the new Senior Report show, which we're going to you're going to love it. I want to say that we also have an opportunity here to bring to your attention some of the problems that do plague our county, which makes it the highest tax county in these United States. Now, some people quibble about how that works or what it is, but we are taxed to death here. And unfortunately, part of that is being in New York State, which is taxed to death. And New York State, which still hasn't got a budget, we don't even know what we're going to get. I guess we're going to have to close the schools like they did in other states or shut them down for a while. The libraries, if we don't get a budget, it looks like we're going to have to shut down most of the senior offices. Greg Edwards, who will be our next lieutenant governor, has pointed out he's going to have to close down the Office of the Aging and the bus routes and all these others. Georgia shut down all their buses. They said, we haven't got the money anymore. They're just taking all the money, and that's it. There's nothing left. All right. No, that's the good news. Now the bad news, Afghanistan. I don't even want I can't watch TV anymore. I have no idea why President Obama, who inferred that he was going to end the wars over there, has doubled the war, redoubled it in Afghanistan in the face of absolute history. All the way back to Philip the Conqueror, people have been going in there and trying to civilize the Afghanis. No luck. It bankrupted England almost. It bankrupted for sure Russia before they scuttled away with their tail between their legs. And now we're over there. And we're getting killed right and left. The kids are coming home in droves with being blown apart and in coffins, and it's to no avail. It's getting worse and worse. It blew away a whole medical team today or yesterday. It's getting terrible. And you know, we haven't got the money for this. This is costing us $1 trillion a year. They tell you, oh, it's only a few hundred billion, but that's nonsense. You and I know it. They're spending a lot more money on it, and we haven't got the money. All they're doing is printing money. And of course, that's going to cause inflation. And guess who's not going to get any promised all their lives when they've been saving and giving their money into Social Security for their golden days? Oh, they're getting no COLA now. Congress has assured us, seniors, that there's going to be no inflation for the next 2 years. Well, this morning I noticed Disney just raised their prices 4%, but notice how the taxes are skyrocketing. Gasoline is skyrocketing. Notice that all the containers in the supermarket are the same size and the same price, but the half pound is now 7 ounces. The 6.5 ounce tuna can is now 5 ounces. I noticed the cat food has jumped from. We have a bunch of cats. The cat chow has jumped from. Let's see, it used to be about $8.99. Now it's $12, and the 21-pound sack of it is now 16 pounds. Hey, how about that? No inflation, Mr. Powers, so you don't need a COLA. Well, the seniors are going to be living in their children's basements, eating cat food like they did during the Depression. Mark my words, because Congress, who gave themselves a generous raise this year, has cut away their Social Security earnings and, incidentally, pensions. They said, well, they have a pension. Well, the pension goes right along with the phony federal figures that tell us we only have a 2% inflation when we're running 10%. And that's what's happened from 2002, ladies and gentlemen. Seniors' purchasing dollar has dropped 50%. What you got for $1, 50 cents in the past, you now pay $1 for 8 years later, and now there's no inflation, COLA whatsoever. No COLA. Congress should be hung out to dry. And I get an email every week, and it says, throw these bums out, all of them. Let God sort them out. Start over, and let the new people coming in know. I've said enough. I haven't had time to go on and move on here. We got some local senior news. It's better than the national news. I can't watch it anymore because of the way this Congress is screwing the seniors. It goes on and on and on. Dunkirk Federated Seniors, they have a wonderful group there. Loretta Hemick is the leader and the president, and she's the one who opens the door and unlocks the place. And no, there's of course no salary attached, but she does a great job. They have a great bunch over there. And if you want to find out who they are, what they look like, drop around August 17th and see Irene Christopher. She's going to be the one serving the coffee. For August 10th, it says, my notes here say the kitchen committee for August 17th is Irene Christopher. There is no kitchen committee for August 10th. I don't know what happens then. Doesn't say. Lakeshore Seniors, another crowd down there. They're a Fredonia crowd. They meet at the Dunkirk Senior Center, which is just a fabulous place. It has an indoor running track. It's fantastic. Charlene Hallmark is the presidente, and she does the job. I wanted to mention, incidentally, that they're having their next meeting will either be August 11th, it'll be August 11th, and that's the kitchen committee over there will be Betty Sandera and Barb Barberich. And Tiny Feeser. Mount Carmel Social Club, Silver Creek. They have a nice bunch over there, and of course Mount Carmel is the president's Carm, Carm Tempio. And they wanted to know they're having a Chinese auction to benefit Father Dan for household items not covered by insurance. Evidently, Father Dan has lost his stuff. It was a success, and many items were won. Their next meeting is going to be coming up shortly, and they're going to be interested in having a nice turnout there. Membership is always open to anybody, really. You know, they take people from cross groups and everything else. They have a 50-50 drawing, and the hosts for the next meeting will Jerry Peedy and Conrad Pollack. Silver Creek Seniors, they have another Silver Creek group over there. They have a clubhouse on Route 5 and 20. Fantastic place. They just do a great job over there. And they just painted it, and now they want to have some white stones. They're going to purchase some white stone to improve the appearance around the newly painted building, which will just look good. After the meeting, Krestick told jokes. They're having corn roast with hot dogs coming up on August 10th. That's 3 days from now. This is the 7th. August 17th. McClellan and Newman are the Kitchen Food Committee. Instead of bingo, preparations were made for the August 7th garage sale at Grubich's, 9 a.m. That's today. This is Saturday the 7th. They're having a big garage sale, so drop around. I've got some, oh, they said I spent too much time on the news already. The news is over. Okay, we'll stop the news and we'll bring on the geezer. The geezer shoots from the hip. We'll have a public service announcement.
Just like the Air Force Thunderbird pilot I flew with, I have to make split-second decisions as a top fuel driver. Hi, I'm Brandon Bernstein, driver for Kenny Bernstein's 2010 Copart Lucas Oil Top Fuel Dragster. To make it in the NHRA, I've had to work hard, stay focused, and make smart decisions along the way. To reach your goals, you need to think straight, stay on track, and give your very best effort in everything you do. Make the right choices today and be ready for the challenges tomorrow. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
I am in my 70s. Hey, U.S. Air Force! I got a guy here, he shoots from the hip. The geezer, Mort Flexer. Mort, you're on.
Good morning, Reed. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to our guests. Reed talks about me shooting from the hip, but he won't let me come in here with a gun. He knows what I'd shoot. In any event, I'm a little punchy this morning, punchier than usual. You know, when you get to be in your mid-80s, you don't expect to wake up too sharp, but you expect to recognize the world around you. But my problem is, again, just punchy as heck. Well, half the reason is that about 5 o'clock in the morning, the train that comes through Westfield starts tooting its horn. Reed thinks that's funny.
No, I think it's beautiful. I love the sound.
So yeah, he likes
the
train horns.
Of the train singing as it sweeps through the night on its journey.
For me, it inspires a desire to kill a railroad engineer. Now, it bothers me that I have the feeling, because I couldn't kill anyone. But the urge rises and rises as that horn blows and blows. Again, there is not a single unprotected crossing in Westfield. There is no reason to have a horn blow. I don't know why the heck they even bother. But it is frustrating as heck to spend half your days in a fog because you have a railroad in town. Reed, thank you.
Thank you, Mort. Mort complains about the railroad constantly. You know how many people are killed at the intersections where they don't actually have an overpass? Well, it goes into the hundreds, and when they go through the intersections that are unprotected, excepting with a little gate which people try to run, they always toot, no matter what time it is. Excepting in certain places where it's forbidden, like in Dunkirk, New York, at Route 20, 60, you will notice there's a sign. The horn does not sound from 10 to 6 or something in the morning. We got a couple of great guests here, and I'm going to introduce, first of all, Rudy Mueller. As I said, he's a regular. He's a county legislator, internist, and he's the guy in the white shirt, and the guy in the dark blue shirt is Chris Colburn. He's an optometrist, and I told him about the Japanese optometrists. You know, the fact that half of them have cataracts. I'm going in for cataract surgery coming up, and the other half have Rinkins. Think about it. Okay, now, they're going to be talking about a number of things. Rudy will, of course, give us a couple of words on how the legislature is doing and the new taxes coming up, and also how they're going to save some taxes in Lakewood, maybe, depending on how the people over there feel about it. But they've had an opportunity. Now, for years, we've been talking about these silly towns and villages that are the same. Like Westfield has one village in its town. And so the town has a whole bureaucracy and a whole road department and all garages and all kinds of things. And the village has the duplicate, the same thing. They have their whole board and the mayor and their bureaucracy. And it's quite a hassle. If they could combine them, they'd save a bunch of